Press here from Danny Pitbull. He's going to need a goal. And he needs it right now. Bellingham. Builds inside. Sophia Wilson does get the goal for Danny. Does get that one goal back. I'm sure Nicholas will be far too locked in on his game, but he'll be buzzing with that. And look at these games, guys. 5-4 to Nicholas, 5-4 to Anas, and 5-4 to Brice. On a knife edge, I mean, these games literally could still flip the complete other way and have all three other players win it. It's still possible. Danny Pitbull can easily get 2 goals here in the last 10 minutes. I've got a feeling there's more goals to come. I don't think this game's ending 5-4. And Sophia Wilson item, the lovely finesse plus into the far corner. And this table could fluctuate so much here, guys, in this last 10 minutes. We'll have to see how it all unfolds. Tell you something. It's a rash pass from Brice. Tries the first time through ball. Does Danny Pitbull there. It's not good enough on that occasion, though. It's make or break here. Some nice slow build-up play. Doesn't bite at the cherry just yet. Twisting and turning on the edge of the box. Danny fighting desperately to win that ball back. Here off Brice, but it's lovely bit of dribbling on the wing from Schellin. Of course, with that finesse plus play style, which you're going to see her score loads of goals, and already seen her score goals throughout today. The twist and turn on the edge, it's nice. It's ticking the clock down beautifully. For Brice here. And you can only be frustrated as Danny Pitbull. Doing everything he can. Wins the ball back with Vidic there. But it's not good enough. And Danny just sort of has to rush that ball forward a little bit, you feel there. We've got full time in the Anas fixture against Stingray. He'll take 3 points right there. Sit happy at the top of the table on 16 points. We've got Nicholas 6-4 to the good against Alihan Lyon as well, so he will look to get his first 3 points of the day. And Danny looking to get an equaliser here in our focus game on Stream B. Camavinga. But it's a great tackle from Brice. And there's a reason I raised my voice for this one, because that should almost be the end of the game, as long as Brice can hold this ball well. Going to try everything in his power. It's risky business back here. The ball back to the goalkeeper. We've got plus 3 minutes. It's a terrible mistake. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's a shocking mistake. And it's a gift for Danny Pitbull. Gift wrap in the store. You don't believe it. And that for Nicholas, I tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge goal. If Nicholas ends up qualifying from today, that is just unbelievable. I cannot believe what we've just seen there. I cannot believe it. Brice, the frustration coming out of him, you know. Everyone knows it, guys. When you're trying to hold the ball at the back, of course, you give yourself the sort of guarantee of keeping the ball until you do something silly like that. I don't believe it. What a mistake. What a mistake from Brice. And Danny just looking cold as ever. Absolutely ice cold. Sat there, and I tell you something, there's a winner available for either player here. Is Brice going to be brave and try and go forward, or is he just going to sort of hold out for the draw? With maybe the self-doubt of the fact that he's already choked a little bit of a lead here. Still time. One last chance here. Is he trying to finish? Oh. With the point there against Brice, we said, guys, I don't think that game was going to end 5-4, and it certainly didn't. The frustration coming out of Brice there, I mean, it just feels like 3 points missed out on massively. And that table has just evened up ridiculously to see which player will secure that third place spot. Now, of course, Danny could still drop down potentially out of it, but it's looking extremely unlikely. And in fact, I think mathematically, Danny, because of the fact that players are playing against each other, should almost be assured into that top 3. secured a place in the FC Pro Finals. But that'll be it for the B stream for this fixture, guys. We'll send over to the main stream before getting back to round 3 in about 20 minutes' time.
Round 2, Tom.
Yeah, I think I've got a translation of Nicholas's coach there saying, keep the ball in the corner.
Never knew you spoke Spanish.
I don't, I'm a mind reader. There's one thing Nicholas has to do here. Keep hold of the ball. They're probably a little bit anxious because you don't know how much added time is going to be. You think at 2 goals he's safe.
I saw 5 minutes for the first time in a while.
Exactly, if it's 5 minutes, this game is not over. So he's probably just telling him, look, be extra careful. We're going to have to wait and see. And every minute you keep the ball is a minute you don't concede. I mean, I don't think I have to translate anything there. There's a look of despair on his face. And there's nothing you can do. You can just try and team press, but really, Nicholas has to make a mistake if anything's going to happen.
Oh no, every second counts here, more than...
Yes, bring Haaland over. Watch this. Hold L2. Let him shield. It's taking some seconds off the clock. Wasn't quite how I imagined. +3 goes up.
And in time of 3 minutes, Nicholas will be off the bottom of the table, but only by a point. Next up, he will play Stingray. Price will play Anas Padara and Alian will play Danny Pitbull. And Nicholas will get one more goal to conclude the game. Is there still a chance? It's a step in the right direction, Tom.
I'm pretty confident in saying it. If Sting or Nicholas lose the next game, they are nearly out.
Anas Padara and Alian will play Danny Pitbull. And Nicholas will get one more goal to conclude the game. Is there still a chance? It's a step in the right direction, Tom.
I'm pretty confident in saying it. If Sting or Nicholas lose the next game, they are nearly out completely. I think they might actually be out. If results go against them and they lose the game, we're going to see Nicholas or Stingray fall.
7-4 for Nicholas. And a bit of revenge against Alian. He lost 4-3 to him last time. And only his second win. He had to wait until round 5 to get a first win. Last time in this group. Full-time result there. That concludes another round here in the FC Pro Open in Group C. And up next, the games do not stop. There is another big one on the way. Anas Padara against Brees. Who will be staying in the top 3? It's up next.
I'm Stingray.
I'm Nicholas.
I'm Brees.
This is the opposition.
So I've gone for Nasada. I think his whole game style is just go quick passing, just trying to get past people as quick as possible.
No, I think I agree. I wrote 2, Nasada and Hessers. Both the same.
I put like Alian. Yeah, also Nasada is the same. I forget him. But Alian is also playing like pass, fast, pass.
Yeah,
Then
agree.
I think both.
Sorry, but I have 2 names again. I have 2, Guga and Tuga. Tuga always is the same since the first time ever. And Guga, I didn't watch a lot, but for what I heard, he's really 70% possession and that's kind of guy.
Sometimes I can be a bit boring. It depends, but yeah, sometimes I can keep a bit, not a lot, the ball. And yeah, the same.
You know, I feel like we're disrespecting my boy Tuga here. I think he's a bit more of a transition player now. But every time I play Levy, it's just so stressful trying to win the ball back. He's really good at holding it, but that's so boring to me.
Attention.
I think right now, Guga. For me, he was unbeaten, and also he's from my region, from Brazil. I'm from Argentina. I have to show him how to play.
I've gone for myself here because if I beat someone, they know I'm going to be unbearable about it. So.
Anders, I think everyone will say, like, everyone will want to beat him.
Been there, done that this year. I've gone for Manu. I don't think you win 2 World Championships, be the first one to do it in the era that matters, and you're not the GOAT.
I'm so sorry. Maybe a bit nostalgic, but I think he's my GOAT. I don't know. He's like old school guy like me, and I don't know, he proved it.
Since he started his career, he's like too consistent at top level. Then I have to say Anders.
Welcome back. Another brilliant round of games we just saw here in the studio. Nicholas, guys, he got a win. Yay! He needed that, to be fair. But, Tom, Nicholas and Stingray are at the bottom of the group, which is something I did not think that I would be stood here saying. What is going on?
Strange, because if Nicholas was playing bad, I thought Sting would be the one that capitalises on it. I thought he would go and win the group and run away with it. Both of them at the bottom of this stage, I mean, it's kind of a case of if you lose, you're going home now. And I didn't expect to be saying that. No, massive surprise in this group.
Yeah, well, you might be able to see that behind us, the studio has turned blue, which means one thing, Team of the Year. We need to talk about it because, Tom Rose, everyone is talking about it right now. We can see here, we're looking at the attackers, the women's ones. Now, Rose, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
But if I were to ask you, which player in particular really stands out for you? Who's your favourite? Who are you going with?
You know, this is really tricky because obviously there are so many amazing players in front of me, but I need to go with the people's champion, the one that everyone is choosing currently, Claudia Pina. She's everywhere.
It had to be. It had to. It always is Pino.
Yeah.
In every conversation, FC26, it is Pino, and the Team of the Year is a massive upgrade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her shooting, her dribbling, just incredible. And I think one thing that you can really point out with the playstyles is the finesse shot plus. It's amazing.
Well, shall we have a look then at her play styles and attributes? I mean, talk to me. What are we looking at here, Tom?
I mean, we look at the finesse, as Rose mentioned. I mean, this is the combination we're now seeing. Sorry, I've just messed that up ever so slightly.
Just drawing all over the place.
First bad stint. I think the finesse and low driven together, they are the two ways of shooting in this game. They're now combinations both be goal. You've also got tiki-taka and incisive. I think these two, basically with any striker, you need to have passing play styles as well to release the wingers. So them two are really good. And then something that I really like is actually rapid and first touch. I mean, Pina, the argument before Team Year was that she might be a little bit slow. Rapid has brought her up to speed. She can now outpace defenders. And first touch means any pass she can control. I mean, it is the perfect combination. And we look into the stats, Rose, you said earlier, the shooting.
Yeah, her shooting is, the numbers are just crazy. They are just so high up there. If I were to choose someone, I would be choosing her, no question.
Okay, you know what? I'm sold. You've won me over. I'm with you. Shall we move on to the men then? Tom, who are you going with? We're going to have a look in a moment and see the attackers for the men's team. I mean, look at those players.
I mean,
unbelievable.
For me, every year, Mr. Team of the Year. I think behind Ronaldo and Messi, he's probably got one of the most votes for maybe 6 years now. I think Mbappe's been in Team of the Year. It's the one all the time. You know what you're getting out of him. And 99 pace, finesse, quick step. Just exactly what we all need.
Shall we have a look at his attributes then? What makes Kylian Mbappe so good, Tom Lee?
I mean, breaking it down, for a striker, you need to be quick, you need to be able to shoot, and you need to be able to move. In particular, the agility and the balance is the key components of that. I mean, if you have all of them, Mbappe brings it all together with the stats. And then when we go over to the play styles, it gets even better. Some reason, I don't know what it is about Mbappe, but that rapid feels quicker than everyone else's. He's just so fast in behind. There's something that he has. Maybe it's his body type. Maybe it's the fact that he's called Kylian Mbappe. But his rapid is quicker than everyone. Also quick step as well. Means he's off the mark straight away. I also like the outside the foot shot. I think the game changer. It does something in attack. It means you can finesse it, but you can also hit the Travellas that we loved in FC25. Not many people can do it at FC26, and Mbappe definitely can.
Brilliant stuff. Well, look, I feel like we could stand here and talk Team of the Year all night long, but we have another round of games to get to shortly. But first, shall we have a look at the table and see what's happening? Because I don't know how good your maths is, Tom and Rose, but I'm trying to work it all out. And here we go. There we go, this lovely graphic here. OK, so Anis Badir, I mean, absolutely storming Group C. Unbelievable from him. Stingray, like I said earlier on, is now at the bottom. I mean, Nicholas somehow is down there as well. Do we think that we're going to see any big surprises in the next couple of round of games? Rose is like shaking her head.
You know what? I think Anas, I think he's gonna continue to kill it, to be honest. I think that he is just showing out. His confidence is amazing. I think he stays up.
Tom, I want to ask you, from a player's perspective, right? You're Anis Badir, you're coming into this having, well, you're sat top of the group already, beating some incredible players. You're an underdog. When he's come here today, is there more pressure on him because he's like, OK, I've done so well, I need to keep this going. He knows what it means. Or because he is the underdog, does it just make things easier?
I mean, I agree with what Rose said, that I think he's going to stay at the top now because he passed the test. The first game was the test. He come in, as you said, he's now gone from underdog to favourite, and he played against Nicholas and he got a 90th minute equaliser. I think that is the test to pass. He's got there. And for me now, he goes the whole way. I think he will qualify. Will he win the group? I'm not sure, but he will be out of this group tonight. He's already passed the test with Nicholas. He's high on confidence. Underdog or favourite, he can do it either way.
OK, well, we're about to see what happens in this next round of games. Let's head over to our casters, Brandon and Casey.
Thank you so much. And look, this is what they're all going to be playing for as well. News fresh in off the block. The World Championships this year. People already qualified. Only 32 of the best players will qualify for this year's World Championships. It is back, of course, at the Esports World Cup in Saudi Arabia and the Riyadh Boulevard. July 22nd to the 26th of July. That's where they're going to be. Anders Vergang is already there tonight, Case. We'll find out another player that will be guaranteed to be. That's just days off the back of the...
Hey guys, welcome back to Stream B of course, Week 7 of the FC Pro Open, where, guys, we've got yet another Danny Pitbull fixture. I mean, we just can't get enough of watching Danny Pitbull, who, of course, in that last game managed to clutch up last second. Do you know what, guys? I've had a little sort of 10-minute break here just watching the main broadcast. I still can't really believe what just happened there. I simply cannot understand how that game finished in a draw. Danny doing extremely well, but Alihan Lion, we get our first watch of Alihan on the B stream here today. And we know one of the most fierce attacking prospects in all of the FC world, to be quite honest with you, is the best way of putting it. Danny with a lovely first-time through ball there into Erling Haaland. Be really interested to see who can take this one. Guys, we're getting into the real crunch fixtures. Round 3 always sort of feels like the biggest round in terms of shaping up the table as much as possible. At the end of this round, we're really going to see who's looking like they're going to sort of qualify for that top 3, as we see a nice finesse there from Alihan just past the post there from Danny Pitbull. But as you can see, yes, points as they stand. Of course, you know, let's not take anything too much away from these current games, as they've literally all just kicked off. However, that table is about to chop and change a hell of a lot to see who makes that top 3. And of course, Danny and Anas Badir fighting for that top spot to see who secures the World Championship place, which of course was literally just announced there on the broadcast in July, the 22nd to 26th, should I say, of July. Absolutely sensational stuff. Now, are we going to see a lower scoring round than last time, guys? Because honestly, we're having insane score lines all night long so far. Now, we know FC 26, there's a load of goals in the game now, just simply due to the fact that keeper movement has been nerfed massively. So it's so much easier once you're through on goal to score a finesse shot or score a low driven or any type of finish you want to do for that matter. Bicycle kick, whatever you want to do. You guys can see here Danny Pitbull's draft. As you see the first goal, potentially a great save from Khan using that vintage item along with the winter wildcard. Jill Scott, she's got amazing playstyles, guys. Definitely an item worth looking into. Vitinha in a centre midfield in the 4-3-1-2. And then Wilson and Erling Haaland up top, who, of course, we've been seeing at that back post. More than the postman, to be honest. We've seen him back there, haven't we? No goals just yet, it seems. So far, in any fixture. Danny Pitbull keeping up that sort of slow, nice attacking build-up. And then pouncing at the right opportunity. But it's good defending there from Alihan. I could be wrong, guys, but this might be the longest we've made it into a game tonight without a goal on this stream. 15 minutes into this one. Still no goals yet. I'm actually quite interested to see how long it takes players to score. Of course, we mentioned before, guys, we had a record of 180 goals go in over the course of last week, which was just insane. 180. We may as well be playing darts. Haaland. You know what? I'd probably rather be playing FC. I'm not very good at darts. Now, both players, a lot of turnover of possession at the minute between the two. You feel like the first goal could shape this game up very much with the way it's currently going, because both players are sort of really forcing the ball forward for that first goal. Feels like now. Keep an eye on that pass through to Yamal. It's good defending again, though, from Danny Pitbull. And Alihan finds himself in an interesting position in the group here, guys. Of course, 8 points so far, including this current point, I believe, right now as well. So, not the greatest of showing so far, but of course, Danny Pitbull and Anas Badir are the two who are just really sort of flying away with Group C. Sega finds the ball into Musiala. Musiala into Smith. It's a lovely piece of play. Bit of a kerfuffle back there. Comes to nothing, though. Tell you what, guys. 22 minutes in, no goals yet. This doesn't feel very FC 2060 to me right now. Now, Yamal. Finds the ball into Sega. Going to try and find that Yamal pass down the line, and does. Danny Pitbull looking to open up the floodgates here. Is he going to use that back post cross? He tries to into Erling Haaland. But guys, he's gone with a normal cross there, rather than if he did an L1 square cross, normally the player will stay in position, whereas because it was just a normal square cross, the player runs onto the ball there, which is why the keeper ended up getting it. Alihan trying to attack here. Lovely little finesse, but Oliver Kahn, which is an item being used by all 6 of the players here in Week 7, Group C of the FC Pro Open. Comes up clutch with that far reach plus, one of the most important play styles on a goalkeeper. And guys, we know the importance of play styles. It's massive, absolutely massive. Now, Camavinga down that line. And I tell you what, guys, it's almost like the other fixtures aren't... They are being played, I promise you, but... 0-0 still in this one. And finally, some goals have gone in. Nicholas, 1-0 to the good. And Brice, 1-0 to the good against Anas Bediak. Couldn't believe what I was seeing there for a minute. 30 minutes into this one, though, it's not exactly like the players are attacking badly, guys. I guess both are just defending extremely well, very aggressively. You see the aggressive nature of Danny Pitbull right there, forcing the ball out of play. Sega. Ball won very nicely there. When will we see the first goal in this fixture? Because it'll be a big one. See the scores on the doors on the table there, guys. Brice and Nicholas, of course, I believe tonight they still have got each other to play, which makes things so interesting, because if scores stayed as they did right now, as they are right now, should I say, that game could literally decide who gets the 3rd place spot. And who knows, maybe a couple players could keep coming up here, but you do think Danny and Anas are safe in that top 3. 34 minutes into this one. I can now very safely say, guys, we've not gone this far into a game and had 0-0 as the scoreline yet tonight. Could we be seeing the first goal right here? Lovely build-up play. Surely, this is looking dangerous. This is looking really dangerous from Alihan Lyon. Twisting and turning with Musiala. But again, it's good advanced defending. However, the free kick is given. Now, I tell you something, guys. If Alihan Lyon has done his homework here, the teacher's going to be happy. Our survey says, good save again. Thought there was a chance of going over the wall there. Goes for the far post. And Oliver Kahn with that far reach is there once again. Shellin finds the ball into Smith. It's another finesse tried, but I'm telling you guys, the far reach of Oliver Kahn is keeping that goal very safe. Danny with the ball switched out wide into Camavinga. Doesn't force that ball into Erling Haaland. Nice slow play here. Abeli into the box. Sega, we know Danny's been so good here in these situations today. And finally breaks the deadlock 39 minutes into this one. Puts himself 1-0 to the good and keeps the calm, composed celebrations going. And finds himself, as it stands, back at the top of the table in that World Cup spot. The FC Pro World Championship. You see, guys, maybe thought he was going to turn back inside there. Decided to pull back out to the edge of the box into Sega. Finds the ball into Wilson. And the low-driven finish is lovely there from Danny Pitbull. Excellent play. And we find ourselves with 3 players now in the lead over all 3 games. No more draws going around as it stands. Nicholas, 2 goals to the good against Stingray, and Stingray's tough day continues. This should make it 3 losses out of 3 on the day, and would almost mathematically, I believe, put him out of a chance of making it through to the next stage, which is really surprising. I thought Stingray was one of the players almost guaranteed to at least get a sort of top 3 spot with how well he's been performing. Breeze 2 goals to the good there against Anas. That's not what Nicholas wants to be seeing. But it is exactly what Danny Pitbull wants to be seeing in terms of securing that first place position for the FC Pro World Champ spot. And I'm telling you guys, Danny Pitbull right now, I know you're seeing a really sort of calm, composed man when he's scoring all his goals and he's reacting. I tell you something, if that man makes it into the World Cup, the FC Pro World Championship, you will see an outpour of emotion from a fantastic human being that we have to say Danny Pitbull is. Nicholas, 3 goals to the good against Stingray there, and he's showing every reason why he's ranked as the world #1. This group's starting to get extremely exciting. Do you know what? It's been exciting all night long. Haaland, running down the line, using that rapid plus play style. Yamal, trying to find the angle, maybe looking for that back post cross again, but Haaland isn't really in the position right now. And that'll be half-time. Between Danny Pitbull and Alihan Lyon. Safe to say our lowest scoring half-time scoreline of the day, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 to the good is Danny Pitbull. Alihan Lyon, of course, representing RB Leipzig. And Danny, Novo Esports. I mean, Danny Pitbull, let's just... I mean, he's been the talk of the town on the B stream here, guys. We've had 3 fixtures out of 3 be Danny Pitbull. And it's been a pleasure to watch the man's gameplay. Alihan taking some words of advice from his coach here. In a situation where, look, you're only 1 goal behind. We know in this game, 3 goals, sometimes they don't mean nothing, guys, but they can be turned around very, very quickly with how fast and efficiently these pro players do attack in these games. Well, here we have it then. The second half begins exactly halfway through match day 7 as well here, guys, with 5 fixtures available being played the whole day for these players. To try and obtain 15 points total. And I tell you what, Alihan Lyon starts the half perfectly. I do not believe that that has been saved post-patch. Of course, we know keeper movement has been massively nerfed. I'm very, very surprised that that hasn't found its way into the back of the net. Simply sensational save there from Oliver Kahn. Alihan Lyon keeps knocking at the door here. Nice patient build-up play on the edge of the box. Yamal, he's looking deadly with him. He's looking dangerous, trying to use those 5-star skills to his advantage. But Danny Pitbull reigns supreme at the back once again. Just a really interesting game between these 2 players here. Both attacking well, both defending well, to be honest. No mistakes being made from either player. It's just good attacks both ways up the pitch, really. At this moment in time, to quote Gary Neville. The cross to the back stick, though, looks good, but Maicon will be there. And, guys, I can only imagine that's a big reason players are using Maicon. I believe he's 5'11" or 6 foot is Maicon. So, it's a very good player to have at the back post to potentially stop that Erling Haaland headers at the back post. 53 minutes into this one. As it stands, I still can't believe the scoreline is 1-0 after some of the crazy scores we've been seeing so far from today. This is the swing game. This is the huge game here in Group C, Game 3. Danny Pitbull doing what we've said so many times today, guys. Passing it around the back a little bit. Just really trying to build up this attack nice and slow. And I tell you what, it's looking lovely. It's looking absolutely lovely. Jude Bellingham tries that player lock inside, but Alihan Lyon with some really good defending. Now looking to break himself. Shellin breaking inside. Does get past Maicon, but rushes the pass a little bit there. That really felt like a good opportunity for Alihan to finally get his goal in this one. And mentally in this fixture, might be getting a little bit in his own head here and thinking, you know, I still haven't scored yet. Of course, had some great chances. Ball through to Jude Bellingham. The cross to the back post. It's good again. But Maicon has got the instant reply. Alihan forces that through ball a little bit there. It's offside. Believed he was onside, looks like, from the way he sort of reacted on his screen right there. Tell you what, guys, Alihan, look how close he sat to the monitor. I mean, to be fair, I think I sit about that close as well, to be honest. Reminds me of Anders Vergang from watching that. Danny trying to pass into the box. Yeah, it just looked like one extra pass too much there. But still some lovely build-up. This is surely Alihan's chance. It is. And finally gets the goal on the board from Schellin, the Swedish thunderstruck item. Strikes thunder in this one. Lovely piece of play. Baits the run into Smith. And just finds that through ball. Tries to step up the pitch. Does Danny Pitbull in order to get that offside. But it just was not perfectly timed. And Alihan makes it 1-1. And what is just an absolutely huge fixture here. To determine massive parts of this group. Who's going to finish top 3 and also who's going to finish first place and secure the FC Pro World Championship spot. Are we going to see a swift reply from Danny Pitbull? I think we just might. Round the keeper potentially decides to go with the shot straight away, and Oliver Kahn is the player of the match for both players so far. It's another mistake in the back. I don't believe what's happening on the screen. Slightly sort of frantic approach there. You can sort of see Alihan very animated while playing right here. We just got to calm it down a bit here, guys, but it all just feels a little bit hectic at the moment between these two. Jude Bellingham finds the ball into Wilson, the low-driven finish. It's off both posts, as if the Carnage couldn't get any crazier here. I do not understand. This is almost comedic to commentate here, guys. It's hit both posts. Apologies, I'm getting a bit overexcited, but this is one of the most mental 1-1 games I've watched of FC 26 in a long time. The finesse, the save again from Oliver Kahn. Both players, unbelievable. It's absolutely lovely stuff. There's Musiala building up on the edge of the box here. De Jong twisting and turning. Tar trying to find the angle. Schellin on the edge. Can't actually believe that this game still says 1-1 between these two. And I want to say a massive shout out to both players because they are playing some unbelievable stuff. I've never been so entertained at a 1-1 game of FC 26. And as we see, the scores on the doors in the other fixtures here, guys. 6-1 to the good is Nicholas. And I tell you something, he's really coming for that top 3 spot in the group. And it was a day needed for Nicholas after such a tough first week. We'll keep our focus on this one, though. Smith in the box. Tries to twist and turn. It's no good, though. On this occasion, Danny Pitbull bursting through with Erling Haaland. A nice advanced roulette. Jude Bellingham bursting through the middle. Tries the tremendous shot, but he's just over the bar again. And I tell you something, both players are probably in Now, both players here probably talking to their coaches slightly about, probably about the strange game they've been playing. Both, I can only imagine, are saying, look, keep things going as you are. You're building up really well. You're creating a load of chances. Both have had loads of shots. I'd be interested to see the expected goals and shot stats between two players here because both have been creating chances. It's just been ever so unlucky in front of goal. The main chance that really stands out in that as well was the Danny Pitbull one. Hitting both posts. How often does that happen? And you wonder if goals in this game are going to come a little bit like London buses. Take a while to come and then all of a sudden you might get 2 in one go. Something tells me if we do get 1 goal, there's going to be 2 goals. I've just got the feeling. Throwing out some predictions there. 2/3 of the way through the second half here. And I'm so excited for this last 15 minutes. Danny Pitbull looking to build up here. with that 89 rated Yamal Champions League item. Who's got some absolutely fantastic play styles, by the way. A little bit of a rush pass there from Alihan Lyon. Not really what you're looking for right after a pause. Or any part of the game, for that matter, to be honest. Might have done a bit of a Michael Owen comment there, guys. 10 minutes left in this one. Just over 10 minutes, including extra time. Wilson. Building up here. It's a lovely ball inside, guys. I tell you something, is he going to miss this one? The advance roulette, that is just absolutely unbelievable from Danny Pitbull. And guys, I want to tell you why that goal is just so good. The last 2 times Danny Pitbull's been through on goal, he's had this exact chance save with Wilson, where he receives the ball and tries to do a normal low-driven finish across the goal. So what does he do? He wants to change the angle. Okay, no worries. Let's open up the angle a little bit so we get more of a finesse low-driven finish. And he does that fantastically well. That, I want to say, that's one of the best goals I've seen today, just in terms of a quick reaction play in attack. I'm a bit lost for words, as you can probably tell. What an absolutely lovely finish there from Danny Pitbull. Scores around the doors as well while we see the players just in a little pause here. Nicholas 7-1 to the good, and has actually now scored the second most goals in the whole of the group, which is not a statistic you were expecting to hear at the beginning of today. Danny Pitbull, I'm going to have to drop him a message after this broadcast today and just say, well done, my friend, because you have been unbelievable to watch. However, no shade on Alihan Lyon, an unbelievable player with still the chance to not just draw this game, still win this game. There's still plenty of time. And I said it might come like London buses. And I tell you something, for once, I'm not the curse of the commentator. I'm predicting it right, guys. I don't believe it. We've genuinely just gone about 40 minutes without a goal there in this fixture. 30 minutes, roughly, straight after half-time. We obviously saw it go near to 1-1. And the build-up here, it just felt so easy for Alihan. Just a really nice little build-up into Yamal there. Triggers the run, pulls the run back, and then the finesse into the far corner is absolutely lovely. And it's a sucker punch for Danny Pitbull there. It really is. And it's a tough one mentally after, you go so long working for that one goal, and then you think that goal means a lot, and of course it does. But it doesn't mean that much when you go and concede straight away up the other end. Danny Pitbull has his 3 points ripped away from him once again. But you get the feeling, guys, there could be one more goal in this game. Erling Haaland at the back stick. It's a great header. Tries to go near post there. But the precision heading is really difficult to control. '84th minute here. Really high press from Danny Pitbull. I tell you something. Both players can take a bow after this game. They've been unbelievable. Tries that ball into Erling Haaland once again. You guys can see Alihan Lyon hitting offside trap as much as possible here, trying to bring his team as high up the pitch as he can to stop these balls from going in behind. The ball inside. It's one more pass. It's just a little bit too much, though. And Alihan Lyon got a real chance of counter-attacking here. Going to try and find this ball inside. Does indeed. Pior works the chance inside. Is she going to find a finesse? She doesn't need to. The pass inside. Just can't find the shot off there. Nicholas 8-2 to the good. In that one, Danny Pitbull 2-all in this game. And then, of course, Brice Anaspadilla, sorry. This game's got me saying all kind of words. Tongue twisters, if you like. 3-all in that one. That's now 4-3 to the good. In the Anaspadilla game. Are we going to see the dagger from either of these players? This is the 90th minute right now. +2 on the clock. You'd imagine this is going to be an Alihan Lyon win or definitely a draw here. By trying to keep this last attack, he's going to try and assure that even when he goes forward, if he does lose the ball, there's not enough time for Danny Pitbull to run forward. Danny knows he probably needs a goal here. And with this fixture, guys, Anaspadilla, sorry. My words again going. Has broken away at the top. And this looks like it's going to be draws once again. In this one for Danny Pitbull. Drawing 2-all there with Alihan Lyon. And that means he'll be on 15 points. Anas Badir breaking away on 19 points there if he can hold out in that game against Brees. 4-3 to the good as it stands in that one. And this table really starting to take shape here to see who is going to be qualifying for it. And I tell you something, that Anas Badir result is huge for Nicholas in terms of potentially making it to the FC Pro Finals. Played next week on the 26th of January. Well, guys, more crazy games on Stream B here. We'll throw it back to the mainstream and we'll see you back on Stream B for round 4, of course, to live commentate.
Depending on how many goals are scored, it's very much in his favour to make the FC Pro Open Finals. Because even if he is to lose his last 2 games, it'll all depend on Brees, really. Danny Pitbull playing Nicholas next and then Anas in the final game.
Yeah, he started...
Oh, hang on!
Ooh.
And Danny Pitbull will be happy to see that. It will drop the gap between him and the Egyptian who's just above him. Just 2 points it will be now, the gap. It's potentially 2 different battles here going on, Case. There's a battle for top spot.
Yep.
And there's that battle for the 3rd spot very much open.
Yes. As we see the replay come in there, Sophia Wilson again ties it up. Hanging in there in this match. Six minutes left in this tied up match as we see next round matchups looking pretty spicy.
Yeah, and especially Nicholas, Danny Pitbull. That's going to be our feature game, I'm hearing. Of course, we'll give you all the goals from all the matches that take place. Peter, Vitinha, what a tackle from Tijani Reinders. And it might kickstart a counter-attack here for Bryce. It will be enough time for one more attack. Only 2 games left in this round. It's Nicholas who's beating Stingray quite convincingly, but that goal score could be huge for the tally come the end of round 5. Just a minute left. What is going on here? That's brave.
That was very dangerous.
Very, very brave. Added time of 2 minutes. Bryce will get the last kick off the game. And we'll still get a chance here of Ousmane Dembele. No, he won't. That'll do us. 2 draws in that round, Case.
Yeah, I mean, a draw is interesting because that really does shake things up, and I'm curious how this is all going to go because, like you said, that 1st place spot is up for grabs still. Same with the top 3, and so anything can happen in these next rounds.
Absolutely. This group is really starting to shape up now. The last one to confirm is going to be Stingray against Nicholas. It's his biggest scoreline of the whole FC Pro Open so far, Nicholas. I think it's more a case of seeing where Stingray's head's at this moment in time. He is, of course, not going to be in the best of moods.
It's an interesting one, though, because if you're Nicholas in this situation, you're up by 6 goals. You could take a few more risks and try to get a few more goals for, because that might help you in the tiebreaker because you're more than likely not going to lose at this point. Just try to get more goals, put them on the board.
Well, there we have it. Another full-time result there. This is so open still, by the way. Nicholas has somehow put himself back in the top 3. Still 2 more big games to go. He's still got to play Danny Pitbull and Brees. Of course, that's going to be our next featured match there. Brees against Danny Pitbull. Still 2 more rounds to come. Remember, we are playing to find out who our top 3...
Okay, we are going to have a little look, I believe, at Group C's table because this is so exciting. Hello, Casey.
Hi.
You ran over here so elegantly. Casey, Rose, big news. Anas Badir, I believe, has gone through, qualified, right? I mean, look at that. He is going to be absolutely thrilled and fair play. I'm just going to give a little clap.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. Unbelievable stuff. The underdog is on top, Rose.
You know, I just want to say, guys, I called it.
Wait, what?
Did
When?
you?
Hold
When?
on. Where's the evidence of this?
You know, it was off camera, behind the scenes. If you heard me, you'd believe me, but I did call it, okay?
Right. Okay. Is this because you two are now friends? Because you were chatting earlier on, having a lovely catch-up?
We go way back, yeah. Yeah, if anything, I helped train him to get to this point. So.
Yeah, all right, all right. Casey, Stingray, right at the bottom, 6 points. I mean, I'm really surprised, I'm not going to lie. We've seen so much of Stingray Jr. over the past few years. We know what he's capable of. He knows. He's a very, very confident guy as well. But, I mean, it's kind of crazy that he's right at the bottom, isn't it?
No, this is a complete surprise. If I would have ever guessed this, it would not have happened. Even from week 1, I would not have thought this was going to happen. But again, bottom, and then especially to lose in that manner to Nicholas as well, 8-2, that's a tough one to go for.
Well, guys, I'm going to interrupt you, okay?
Oh.
Just quickly, because we're going to talk about FC Mobile. Now, the first week, guys, I played this game, and I was insane.
Oh.
We're here with Casey and Nicole, and they are going to be playing this game during the break. Now, the one thing I want to say is that there's 2 Americans up here. I want to be the better American, so I'm going for Nicole.
So, that's not very nice.
Guys,
Bad.
let's get to the break, and we'll see who wins right afterwards.
Oh, Lord.
PlayStation
Play FC26 and win prizes on PlayStation tournaments. To sign up, look for the in-game PlayStation Tournaments button or head to the FC26 Game Hub. Bring your best squad, show your skills and compete for prizes and more. OK, Casey, Rose, before the break, we had a go, right? Myself, Casey, at FC Mobile. I'm a bit embarrassed with how I did. I'll be honest with you, Casey. How did you get on?
I think I had 4.
OK, that's good.
I would have hoped to do better. I was really hoping to gun for Texas 9. I was going for 10, but we
And you didn't
were a
even hit
little
by
short.
7.
I think we
so
can see
just
that
putting
the
out there.
highlights here. I mean, fair play. But, oh, God, is this... I was
We're
getting
locked
angry.
in. We are so locked in.
I didn't think I was actually particularly competitive. And I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't mind. And then absolutely raging. I'm going to blame the phone and not me. So it does mean, Casey, you got 4, right? We've got our jazzy leaderboard over here.
I want to say one thing.
Yeah.
I do think it was a better 4 than FG's.
Okay.
So I go above FG.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had flair
FG's
to
not
the
here,
goals
so
today.
sure. Let's just move Grabison 3. We'll move FG down. So Casey, well done.
Thank you, thank you.
I've heard, and Ryan Pessoa is probably watching this broadcast. Now I heard that Ryan got 2, but it's not here on the leaderboard. Weirdly, what's Ryan
He
done
maybe
with
like
it?
tossed it away. He definitely hid it because he didn't want the world to see it. But yeah, it's a bit embarrassing that.
Also, how on earth did Tex get 9?
No
What?
idea.
Like, what? Is
He's
that
just
possible?
different. Yeah.
So I am going to be honest. Let's say that I did 3. We'll go.
We'll take it.
I don't know if we had. I don't think we showed my highlights, funnily enough. So
I
tied
think
with
I saw
Gravison.
3. Yeah, I do think I saw 3 happen.
It happened.
yeah. Great, thank you. If you want to have a go as well, and trust me, you do, because it is a lot of fun, then scan this QR code on the screen right now. And I mean, maybe you can do better than I did. Trust me, it's not difficult at all, really. I wonder how some of these guys would get on. I mean, we need to talk about Anastasia. I know that I have mentioned his name approximately 37 times in tonight's broadcast, but it's because he's been so impressive, and I do love the underdog story, and I know you guys will, and I'm sure everyone watching at home as well. He must be so full of confidence right now. He's walking on, what's the saying? On air. Walking on air, Casey. We'll go with that one. And we can see some of his highlights here from round 3.
Absolutely. No, I've been so impressed both of these 2 weeks because, you know, some people were saying week 1, maybe it's a fluke, maybe he had a lucky week, but he has been consistent. He brought it over into this week of events, and he is beating some of the top tier players. A lot of the games have been very, very close, but it's those games that you have to show how clutch you are, and you somehow bring it back in the games, and that's why he's number 1 in the group.
And it's a statement, isn't it? You know, and it's not a fluke. It's not like just one game and he's beaten one of the best in the world. He's been consistent, and that's just unbelievable. And it kind of shows that you never know what might happen here.
I think the one thing that I can really put out there is that whether you're a casual enjoyer or you are watching 24/7 and looking into the analytics of everything, he has made today so exciting to keep up with. I mean, I'm just kind of on the edge of my seat the whole entire time seeing what's going to happen next.
Yeah, who else has impressed you in particular today then, Casey?
I'll go with Brees because first week was tough for him. He was not in that top 3, but now he's fighting for one of those spots. We obviously saw him in the World Championship Grand Finals last season, and so we know he has the potential, but today he had to bring it back, and he's doing that.
I think it must be really hard, though, for some of these players that, and you know, we use the word underdog, but Brees last summer at the World Championship, I mean, he surprised everyone there. It must be really difficult. You've got to really be able to keep cool, keep calm under immense pressure as well. And an environment like this, I mean, the studio is incredible, but it's intimidating as well for these guys, isn't it? Especially if they might not be so used to this.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we were kind of nervous to play FC Mobile. Like, imagine playing the massive game there, like in front of everyone, and so much riding on top of that. I wouldn't be able to do it. That's why I'm not there.
That's why we're standing here, exactly. Right, Casey, it's almost time to kick off the next games. I think you've got to run over because you're casting, aren't you?
You're right, correct.
All right, good luck, enjoy. Well,
Thank you.
off you go. Tom, over to you.
Hello and welcome to the 4th round of the FC Pro Open Group C. And wow, let me tell you, there is some big games happening. We have 1 person qualified so far and 2 other spots to play for. And the top of the group is still all to play for. We don't know who's going to be qualifying for the FC World Championship. We don't know who's going to be qualifying for the knockouts. There is a lot to play for. There's only 2 games to do it. And I cannot wait to see the action case. Welcome on board. It's going to be a good one.
It is absolutely going to be a good one. I'm excited. These are the games where it's all boiling down to what matters. Those top spots, top 3, and then obviously we're locking in that World Championship spot as well. But I do think that things could move around. There's a couple computations. You know, I'm not really good at math, but I'm seeing as the groups add up all those goals, because obviously goals scored is going to be really important as well if there's any ties. So we'll see how it all plays out.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing a lot of movement, people. So strap yourselves in, get your popcorn, and get comfortable, because this group is going to be turning every minute with the way these games are going. Danny Pitbull and Nicholas both still in contention. Nicholas has fought back from the depths of despair as a creative run gets him in early. Bonmati with a cheeky chip, and he goes 1-0 up. Nicholas is catching fire at the right time.
Absolutely, he has to do it. He has no other option. We don't see too many chips in these competitions, and so I like the variety of goal-scoring methods that we see from Nicholas here today. As you see the replay come in, it is the Ballon d'Or winner, Aitana Bonmati, cheeky chip over the goalkeeper, puts him up 1-0 versus Danny Pitbull.
And for you guys watching at home, keep your eye, I mentioned it earlier in the broadcast, the Nicholas creative runs are on a different level. Every time that striker is triggered, slight movement into the creative run, so effective, and always gets in the goals. We see Shellin put Anas 1-0 up. And remember, guys, Anas is still playing to top the group. He's qualified, he's into the knockouts. The first bit of his objective is done, but he's playing for that all-important World Championship spot. Could you imagine a World Championship spot secured on January the 19th?
As I see the replay come in there, Shellin, Anas looking for that spot. Like you said, last time those two played, Anas did win 8-4 versus Alihan, so we'll see if he's able to hang in there and make the same result.
I mean, it plays on people's minds. I think as pros, you're aware of your head-to-head record, you're aware of the last time you played, you know certain styles might impact you more than others, and that will be playing on players' minds here. An 8-4 loss. You'll be thinking about it, you'll be analysing it. Obviously, the game has slightly changed from the last time these all played with the big winter update patch that arrived. But still, there'll be that personal vengeance to come back from. But Nicholas here, I mean, he was the talk of the town for all the wrong reasons a few weeks ago, and he's now starting to right them wrongs. And we could see a great escape from the Iceman himself.
I mean, the chat voted earlier. They said that Nicholas will come back, will qualify, even though he was only on 3 points when we put the poll out there. The chat believes in him. They believe in the Iceman.
To the B stream, where, guys, we have got yet another fantastic fixture right here. Stingray against Brees, back here on the B stream, guys. Both players we've seen in action today, and we've had some very interesting results going around. Of course, Sting had a really difficult day so far, just coming back off the loss of 8-2 against Nicholas, which is not a scoreline you ever want to happen, to be honest, at any point, especially being 8-2, and the jokes that can be made with that. Nicholas, Stingray certainly will be looking for that to not happen again in this game. We've got hands up here from Brees. I think we've got a little bit and bob going on potentially here. A very interesting fixture here between these two. I think Stingray's in a position where, look, he's got 2 games left. He can get up to 12 points. Nicholas and Brees, their last fixture is going to be unbelievable to see who can clutch up and take that 3rd place position. Stingray, though, still thinks to play for, though. Still, of course, the pride and everything else that goes along with it in this kind of situation. Look, it's not completely mathematically impossible, I don't think, but it may as well be. The results that Sting would need to go his way in order to get top 3 would just be... I can't even compute them, guys, to be honest. Looks like the players are are about back on the way here. Both about to get back locked in to this game in here. We've got Brees with a little spud to the coach, ready to lock back in. And of course, with the way the table stands now, Anas Badir breathing room on Danny Pitbull. If he wins that game, it will be over. It will be all she wrote. He wouldn't even need to play that last round, and he will have his World Championship spot secured, which is just insane to think about this early into an FC season. And actually seeing some highlights from Anas Badir. I believe he's gone 3-1 to the good in his game. I believe he has. As you can see right there, Anas Badir 3-1 up against Alihan Lyon. Attacking with just pure fierceness. See Brees returning the ball there. Kicking the ball out of play. There's Brees. You got Stingray kicking from left to right in this one, guys. And Brees in the white kit. Kicking from right to left. Let's see how this one goes then. Now, a bit of an interesting game mentally, this one is for Brees, just because you kind of know you're playing against someone who is basically down and out of the group. They've not got much chance at all of getting that spot, but you know, they're still going to try and play their best FC. They're still going to try and perform at the top level, because you never know. You never, ever know. In FC, that's for sure. Yamal running down the line. Twisting and turning. Absolutely lovely play from Stingray. Looks like he's dancing in the box. But they've turned the music off, unfortunately. Zico. Some lovely first-time passing here from Brees. We've been seeing this great attacking all day long from him. Shelling. Working the chance in the box. Nice bit of twisting and turning. Probably needs to recycle play here and does. Slowly building up here. Jill Scott on the turn. Stingray looking very aggressive in defence. You can almost feel where Stingray is in the table. He just wants to get at his opponent. No safety on here or anything like that. It's very solid defending. You'll see that run being made by Shelling on the wing here. It's a good player switch from Brees. Shelling, though, finds the ball inside into Wilson. That absolutely sensational flashback. New SBC item just released into the game. I can only advise to you guys, get that SBC into your clubs pronto. Believe, looking at the statistics we had before, we got 4 out of 6 players using that Sophia Wilson item. And it doesn't surprise me in the slightest, because she is unbelievable. I'm actually, guys, just while this game's 0-0, I'm actually just going to run you guys through the play styles of that Sophia Wilson flashback item, because I'm telling you something, it's one of the most worth it SBCs, especially with the way the grind is at the moment in FC 26, the packs you can recycle, etc. You'll have a great time. Finesse and first touch as playstyle pluses. Low driven. And then she's got incisive pass and tiki-taka, as we see a chance here potentially for Stingray, but it's offside. She's got low driven, incisive tiki-taka, along with technical tricks to quick step as silver playstyles. She is basically the perfect item to use in-game. She really is. So I hope I've sold you guys the Sophia Smith SBC. Anyway, back to our featured matchup. Brees and Sting. Working down the line here is Stingray. It's quite a risky slide tackle there from Brees, but it pulls it off very well. Looking to build up here. Keep an eye on that Dembele triggered run. Sophia Smith, the player lock inside. It's one extra pass. It's Brees, and it's a great save from Stingray. Didn't try and find that pass into the box. The cross in, it's lovely. Again, really, really good defending. Marking what is, you would call almost an impossible task, trying to mark those corners. Now, the power of the defenders, you don't think Sophia Smith's got the pace to get away, but she's actually done really well here. With Stingray as well. Manages to find the tackle, though, does Brees. And, guys, we had a record last game. What did we get? We got to the 39th minute of the last game, where we had Alihan Lyon and, of course, Danny Pitbull feature against each other. It took 39 minutes to break the deadlock between either player. Are we going to see the same in this game? Something tells me the answer is no. But let's see. We can always set a little challenge for the day. I don't think we will. We've been seeing so much great attacking between these players. Let's keep it moving. Lamine Yamal working it inside. Stingray looking ice-focused here. A great ball inside. Tries to find that pass. The L1R1, should I say, double square. But he found the answer to it. Good patient build-up here from Brees. Not biting at the through balls that he's triggered there. Because Stingray was looking like he was marking them very well. That through ball, though, is very well done. And I tell you something. It was an inevitable goal. If it wasn't for that tackle. Had to try. Can we see a save from the penalty? We don't see the save. And Brees goes 1-0 to the good. And Stingray's terrible day just continues here. Teetering on the edge of catastrophic, to be honest. A really surprising day from Stingray here. Not what you're expecting from a man with his talent. But it's no discredit to him. If anything, it's just credit to the other players and the high level of FC that's being played here. There's a reason that only 24 players make it to the FC Pro Open live here in London. Shelling. Thunderstruck item, I believe in SBC, actually available in the game as well, guys, currently. You'll see how much she gets used by the pros, and there's a good reason why. She's outstanding. Halfway through the first half here. Are we going to see another London Buses situation? Yamal. Trying to build up on the edge. Stingray looking like he's going to do some skill moves. Has he got the skills to pay the bills? Because the prices are going up. And I'll tell you something, he manages to find the pass onside there. And we all know how frustrating that kind of goal is to concede as Brees there. If you guys at home are using offside traps consistently, you'll know. When offside trap in there, look, he tries to step up literally as he steps. Just as he steps here, look, this offside trap, you're just going to see it come forward here. As he steps, bang, the pass is just made in time. And Sophia Wilson finds the easiest finish of the night. And a frustrating one for Brees to concede. And the London Buses happen once again, guys. We just see it quite often where players are fighting for a goal for a while. As soon as one goes in, the other just manages to claw one straight back. I truly believe it's a big sort of mentality thing with players in FC. And as someone who's played the game for years as a pro player, I know that for sure. Sometimes you score and you start maybe doubting yourself, or you start thinking, oh, what if I go and concede? And then you almost talk things into reality. Good play from both players so far, though. And when we get the scores back on the screen, guys, I'll be interested to tell you and update you on current fixtures. I've got the A-stream up here as well, actually, and I can see Nicholas is 3-1 to the good against Danny Pitbull in his game, which is just making that top 3 spot more difficult for Brees to obtain, especially with drawing even in this game as well. Anas Badir actually 5-4 down against Alihan Lyon here, which really spices things up. In creating that 3rd place, opening it right up like a can of beans. Now this ball inside is going to get played. Is Stingray away? Yes, he is. He's going to get a shot off potentially. No, he doesn't. Brees brings the goalkeeper out in excellent fashion and had a little sort of head bob there in celebration. That through ball to Bellingham looks on to me. Decides not to play it. Jill Scott with a through ball in. Oliver Kahn is there once again. And how many times have we said that today, guys? With players attacking with extreme pace here. Shelling on the finesse. Oliver Kahn stands strong once again. And Alihan Lyon in his game is 5-6-4 to the good, should I say. Which means if Danny Pitbull could get ahead against Nicholas, we could have that chance of getting that World Championship spot again, but Nicholas is looking really good in his game. Back to Stingray Brees here, our main featured game here on Stream B. Hope you guys are enjoying the FC Pro action live here from London. We see the ball inside from Stingray, and when we saw that earlier, we saw it earlier, we've seen it again now from Stingray. The ball roll finesse is just outstanding. Brees finds himself in a really difficult position here. 2-1 down, but plenty of time, of course, but I can only imagine the frustration. The double triangle looked almost offside. I can almost imagine Brees was feeling that was offside there. The ball roll finesse, though, from Nicholas. from I'm sure he has scored some ball finesses, but this is Stingray. Ball finesse from Stingray there. Just excellent stuff. It really is. Finds himself 2-1 to the good. Just before half-time. Breach has got to keep the focus, though. You've got to remember, he's still so in this and trying to obtain this third place position. Breach trying to build up here. Can he have a swift reply of his own? He doesn't. Stingray shuts it right down. Stingray going to try and find that ball out to the wing. Sophia Wilson, she just looks far too quick. Where are you going to go, Brees? Not to the right place. And I tell you what, that ain't the right tackle either, because it's a penalty to Stingray. Having a little laugh there and a giggle is Sting. And he'll be even happier right now. You can see the relief on his face of that one going in there. Little slam dunk celebration as well. And over in the Nicholas game, guys, it's 4-1 to Nicholas in that one. And Brees looking a bit dejected here. Feeling there's a bit of a mountain to climb, which of course there is. But we know in FC 26, guys, goals can absolutely fly in with the attacking talent of these players. So I was having a conversation, a little bit of a laugh and a conversation with his coach here. Well, 40 minutes into this one, we had a similar situation earlier. Brees found himself in 3-1 down, I believe it was, against Danny Pitbull. And before half-time, he got himself his second goal rather than conceding the fourth goal. And let's see if it happens here. Is someone going to get the swing goal here? Are we going to see a 4-1 lead for Sting? Are we going to see a 3-2 lead for Sting and Brees potentially bring it back just before half-time? All I know is it's very, very exciting. These games have absolutely flown by. I can't believe we're in round 4 of the night already, ladies and gentlemen. The action has been truly wonderful. High pressing up the pitch there from Sting. And you do just think to yourself, Sting's found his rhythm a little bit in this game. Not too many chances being created so far for Brees. Trying to find that player lock into the box. Wilson on the finesse. Inside from Brees. And I tell you what, Stingray with the great save on the keeper. He's brought the keeper out. The keeper's in no man's land. Looking difficult, but Sting now can really have a chance to counter-attack. Plenty of time here, and he will be in. This is almost a clean chance here from Shellen. Can the centre-back get in? It looks like they might. The finesse is not good enough. Oliver Kahn. Just absolutely outstanding there from the finesses. And that'll be all she wrote for the first half here, ladies and gentlemen, in round 4 of week 3. Week 3, sorry. Should I say Group C? These did play week 3, but this is now week number 7. We find ourselves 3-2 to Mr. Stingray. It's definitely 3-1. These games have got me saying all kinds of things. Brees looking dejected right now. I think I was almost trying to talk that 3-2 lead for Sting in my head there, guys. I was thinking Brees had the chance to pull it back just before half-time. Into the second half we go now. Both players not needing much time to chat to their coaches here. Just straight into the second half. Now, Musiala. Stingray attacking with real flow here. Brees needs to be careful not to let this game run away from him. And at the moment it is. You can see sort of the animated frustration on his face. Yamal. Sting with a couple of skill moves. Oh, that's just excellent. That is lovely from King Stingray. And well played there, Stingray. Unbelievable stuff. And almost maybe saying to himself right now, where's that been all day? Where is that fantastic attacking from Stingray been all day long? Really played there, Stingray. Unbelievable stuff. And almost maybe saying to himself right now, where's that been all day? Where is that fantastic attacking? There, Stingray. Unbelievable stuff. And almost maybe saying to himself right now, where's that been all day? Where is that fantastic attacking from Stingray been all day long? Stingray attacking with real flow here. Brees needs to be careful not to let this game run away from him. And at the moment it is. You can see sort of the animated frustration on his face. Yamal, Sting with a couple of skill moves. Oh, that's just excellent. That is lovely from King Stingray. And well played. There's Stingray. Unbelievable stuff. And almost maybe saying to himself right now, where's that been all day? Where is that fantastic attacking from Stingray been all day long? Really, really brilliant attacking there from the man. And that Sega item, that all-important Sega item, has just been unbelievable. All day long. I'm telling you guys, of course, if you've got the coins to afford this Sega, get her into your team. Incisive, tiki-taka, pinged pass, and of course, intercept plus as well. Now remember guys, the teams that all these players are using today have a budget of 10 million coins. So you might see a couple Team of the Years dabbled in here, but you'll notice there's no Team of the Year Mbappe, there's no Team of the Year Pinners, even just because these players are taking up too much of the budget. Wilson, trying to find that ball inside. Stingray with a very, very healthy lead here, and I can give you guys an update on the table. It's all looking very close. But Anas Padilla is on 17 points, looking like he's going to lose to Alehan Lyon. Danny Pitbull, 15 points. Nicholas, 13 points. Alehan, 11. Brees, 10. Stingray, 9. This group has become extremely close all of a sudden, with all different types of players taking points off all different types of players. You would not have expected Alehan Lyon to win that game against Anas Padilla after the performance he's had thus far. And I tell you what, that third place spot is still available for loads of players. We've got the table back up on this stream here in Stream B, guys, here, just so you can see of it all available to you. Crazy stuff. That's a great finish there from Shellin. An unbelievable finish from Shellin at the back post. Alehan Lyon now 9-5 to the good in his game, guys, as well. Brees getting one back here in this one against Stingray. Is it going to be enough, though, to mount the comeback? Well, he needs this one at least to start it. He started climbing the mountain, but he's currently trying to climb it in trainers. Maybe not walking boots. Mountain boots, should I say. That is quite the interesting analogy there, guys. More importantly, we're seeing a fantastic game of FC between these two players. Stingray looking a little bit frustrated there. We've got both players playing what looks like 4-5-1/4-4-1-1, which, guys, I believe to be the two best formations in the game right now. And, guys, can I just give another shout out to Nicholas99FC, because that man is now 5-1 up against Danny Pitbull. And genuinely, it's not that far off. He mathematically can't get the World Championship spot, but I tell you what, he wasn't that far away, was he, in the end? Off the post there from Brees. And 60 minutes into this one, Brees starting to attack a lot better here. Stingray looking to get a reply goal of his own after Brees got one back. Keep an eye on that Bellingham run through midfield. Bellingham gets there. Almost doesn't even realise he's got the ball. He doesn't believe it, Brees. The shake of the head there. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. I tell you what, if Brees was to win this game, it would all come down to that last fixture. Stingray with the first time through ball into Yamal. It was not onside. Absolutely insane gameplay currently between these two. And that Nicholas fixture, guys, is in the 85th minute. You imagine he has indeed taken down Mr. Danny Pitbull himself. And Nicholas, I mean, a special shout out to the man. I mean, he's just been unbelievable all day. And guys, the way this the way this table has shaped up is just quite simply ridiculous. 3 players, it looks like, able to obtain that 3rd place spot with results as they stand. I can tell you guys now, mathematically, Nicholas has had a fantastic day, and Stingray will officially be going home from the FC Pro World Championship. Mathematically, he cannot make it into that top 3. Even with a win here, he could score 68 goals. It doesn't matter. He would not be able to find his way into the knockout bracket. The FC Pro Finals being played next week on the 26th of January. You guys are going over to the main stream. Can head on there, scan the QR code, and get yourself tickets to come and watch the action live. And as mentioned earlier on the main broadcast, you guys have got the chance to potentially get a free Team of the Year untradeable item into your club if you head over to the FC Pro Finals being played in London. And come and watch the action live and direct. Now, Zico. Breeze with a nice slow build-up. Lovely ball inside. The finesse from Wilson, but it is offside. Almost halfway through the second half here. And can I just mention here, guys, Anas Badir, 46 total goals scored. But I tell you something, Nicholas up to 44 total goals scored here. Stingray offside once again. The lino's probably annoying both these players at the minute. Been difficult. Zico going to find that pass into Jill Scott. Has she got enough time? Yes, she does. It's a great tackle, but that might be a red card for Stingray. We're going to have to wait and see here. What decision has the referee given? Is this a red card? It's a yellow card. He has the player right next to it. You almost can see that both players can't really believe a red wasn't given. You see the animation. You see the raise of the eyebrows there from Nicholas. In disbelief there that wasn't a red card. And Manika behind Brees here. Just in disbelief there. That wasn't a red card. However, these pro players, guys, I tell you, they're lethal at free kicks. You can only imagine this is going to end up in one place, and that is hitting the back of that net. Let's see what we've got then. Zico. Smash. Oh, fantastic save there from Stingray. Tries to find the ball into the box. Doesn't. And now Stingray has a real good counter-attacking opportunity. Starting it off with Musiala's Thunderstruck item. Finds the ball inside. Some lovely play here from Stingray. Twisting and turning around the defenders. Like he's on a Sunday morning stroll. Brees trying to work the ball inside. Isn't victorious there. And Maicon, who's just been fantastic for so many of these players today. That item manages to clutch up once again. Sting looking to counter-attack here. Keep an eye on that run through. It looks like she's in. Wilson. Can she get around the keeper? She gets a bit of luck. But you can't say it's not deserved for Stingray. He's been playing very, very well in this game. Finds himself 5-2 to the good. And I will tell you, around the grounds, guys, Nicholas has won his game against Danny Pitbull 6-1. Probably knows he's done everything he can in this game, but barring a crazy comeback, that'll probably be his journey of FC Pro this year over. Of course, guys, it's only the first 3 places in the group that will be getting a spot at the FC Pro Finals next week. And Sting speaking to Edu, his coach there. Just looking for a bit of potential advice of how to close this one down. Close this one out, should I say, as well. And we've actually got another goal in that Alahan Lion game. He's now breadstick 6 up, should I say, being the number 11. Right, Brees, what have you got for us? Live and direct here on Stream B. We need something, and we need it now. It needs to be quick. It needs to be efficient. And that's the hard part, guys, about obviously having to come back late on in the game. You don't get that freedom to sort of build your attacks up quite slowly. You've really got to be very efficient and attack quickly. Stingray, though, opening up all the gaps. It's opening up like a Chinese takeaway on a Saturday night. Stingray looking to dance in the box. I've seen him do this many a time over the years. Gets a bit of luck again, but to be honest, you can even see he's a bit almost disappointed with a goal that gets a little bit of luck like that, but he will not care. The result is in Sting's favour. Manages to get 6 goals on the board here against Brees, and manages to close out the victory. Of course, you would need something extra special from Brees in order to potentially pull this back in any way, shape or form. And just pure frustration for Brees there. And Alain Lyon, guys, has just scored his 12th goal of the game against Anaspania. To be fair, Anaspania was due a result maybe not as good as his others. He's been absolutely unbelievable. Brees then just chatting to his coach, just a couple final words before closing out this one. 78 minutes in here. We're just going to close this one out here, guys. And before the final set of fixtures in Group B, which are going to, of course, determine everything. They're going to determine who the top 3 players are to get through and, of course, who will get that World Championship spot, which I could not imagine how good it must feel for these players, whoever does it out of these 6, to secure that at this stage of the game. It's another goal for Stingray, and this is kind of becoming a bit of a laugh of the joke for these players now. Now there's 5 goals between them. Still very nice build-up play there from Sting. Of course, gets a little bit of luck with what happens here. With the bounce off the defender, creating an open goal. But there's still a bit of work to do there, guys, of course, for Stingray, because, of course, precision shooting that was introduced into the game a couple of years ago, you have to make sure you aim properly. And for you guys at home that are looking to improve at the game, if you do try out precision shooting, you'll give yourself a real chance to score those sort of harder finishes from stranger angles. You can put it more in the corner. You can make it more difficult for the keeper to get to these shots. And that's why all these pro players are using it live at the event. But I will give you guys a fun fact. It's actually mandatory for players to use... Hello, we get a little goal there from Brees. It's actually mandatory for the players to use precision shooting. As soon as you go onto the competitive match set, the players are just on precision shooting no matter what. And you see almost a sort of sarcastic, if you like, celebration there from Brees. I've just sort of like, well, I'm here, look, I finally got my 3rd goal of the game. Stingray looking a little bit disappointed there, but look, he can have his head held high after this performance. An absolutely wonderful performance there from Nicholas in this game. I've said Nicholas again. And Nicholas did have a great performance, though. I was just checking out his result from Stingray. And with only 7 minutes left in this one, you can imagine all there is just players stat padding a little bit, getting a couple more goals on the board. And Stingray just looks like he's having fun in attack here. Just looks like he's unlocked the potential we know he's got in attack. One of the deadliest attackers in the game. Brees looking to get one back there, but some good defending there from Sting. Just a couple of minutes left in this one before, of course, we get our Final set of fixtures on the way very, very soon. Some nice fake player locks from Stingray there. Showing every reason why he deserves to be at the FC Pro Open. And fair play to everyone in this group now, because they've all taken games off each other now. Every player's done really well. See the nice play there. The little Berber spin. The fake player lock from Wilson, which means the defender sort of backs off Wilson a little bit there in order to try and mark the pass. Does Brees. And Sting gets his goal to make it a 5-goal cushion in this one. And Sting now probably reality setting in after realising he's got the result in the bag, that there's not going to be enough for him in this last fixture coming up for him to make the top 3 spot, which is heartbreaking feeling, of course. But we know Stingray will be back at other tournaments. We know how talented of an FC player he really is. Brees here, building on the edge of the box with Zico, but it's just simply not enough. You'd imagine about 3 or 4 minutes of added time here, guys, to conclude this one. We have got 4 minutes. Can Stingray make it 10 goals in this game? He can't even make it 9. Tries the ball into the back post. Zico comes up with the goods for Brees. And I believe we say signed, sealed, and delivered. Another great save from Oliver Kahn. Tell you what, guys, I might have to get that Oliver Kahn for my team based off what I've seen today, because this is a bit silly how well he's playing. Until I curse the commentator right there. Brees with the final goal in this fixture, you would imagine, between Stingray and Brees. Just a nice little reset from the corner there. Finds the ball to the edge of the box. Wilson, just a simple little turn, little finesse job into the top bins. Thanks for coming. But for Brees, it still looks potentially possible. But he would need results to go his way more than ever. He really would need results to go his way more than ever. He'd need Alihan Lyon not to clutch up, and he would need to score a hell of a load of goals against Nicholas here in this final game. That concludes that one, ladies and gents. 8-4. Stingray gets his first 3 points on the board for the day. And just a nice little embrace between the players there. Some lovely stuff. Alihan Lyon wins his game 12-7. Nicholas wins 6-1 against Danny Pitbull as well. And a great result there for Stingray. Well, guys, we'll be back on Stream B after a short break here. Don't go anywhere. We're going to see who can conclude this Group B.